So as you can tell, I'm driving a car right now, and especially the longer you drive, you're going to find that you're going to compromise certain positions of your body, your hips, your core, even your shoulders in the position I'm right now. It really helps to open up those shoulders, keep your chest tight, even bring that seat forward a little bit. Once we get to the hotel, I'll show you a couple of things we can do to open up those hips, strengthen those glutes a little bit, and get you feeling a little bit better after a long trip seated. Talk to you soon. Oh man, nice. Oh hey. All right, now that we're back, before we get that ice, let's do some movements to loosen ourselves up out of that compromised position that we're in that car the whole time. Hey everybody, so we're in the hotel room. One of the first things you want to do is just get your stuff off to the side, and before you do anything else, before you get that ice, before you go down to that pool, let's just get a couple things taken care of in the room here just to get ourselves loosened up out of that compromised position that we were in the whole time we were sitting in that car, all right? So one of the first things I want to do is get a little stretch on those hips, okay? So you can use a chair, you can use a little step up like that I have right here next to me. What I'm going to do is get myself on all fours right in front of that guy. Get my back foot on top, all right? Get that other foot in front of that guy. And from here, I'm gonna push forward at the hips, also bringing that hand side of that trail leg up, ear by that bicep, okay? Pushing forward, you should feel a nice pull at the hip flexor. In addition, bending off to the side, making sure you're keeping that belly in tight, not letting that lower back overextend too much. Holding for about 30, 45 seconds, giving a nice stretch on that hip flexor, opening it up, okay? Make sure you do that on both sides. From there, get yourself on your back. Let's open up that back just a little bit. Get into that fetal position, one leg slightly over the other. With the hand that's on this side, take it, hold that knee down. Make sure you're pressing it down just a little bit. And from there, take the other hand across the body, take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way out. That should feel real nice. Opening up that back, that thoracic spine right there, holding, looking in direction. Exhaling. And once you're done with that exhale, come back in, repeat. Try to get that down about 5-6 times, all right, on both sides as well. Do this, let's get those traps, because those guys were in a really rolled forward position as you're sitting in the car, so let's open those traps up a little bit. Taking one hand on one head, on the side of the head, other hand behind the back, pulling the head off to the side, and looking down into the pocket and holding there for about a few seconds, relaxing, coming in. Do that about 5-6 times right there on each side, and you've loosened up the shoulder. Don't forget to include a little activation for those shoulders from the back, okay? That's gonna help kind of open up that chest a little bit, and when we stretch the traps, from here, what we wanna do, and again, there is a video that we have on Your Daily Move that will show you how to do this a little bit more specifically, a little bit more in detail. We want those shoulder blade pullbacks, little retractions, squeezing, 1, 2, bringing it back in, repeating for about 10 times, and there we can open up the pecs a little bit by activating the back portion of our backs right there between the shoulders. Last thing I want to do is maybe straighten that butt up a little bit. That's been in an opened up position as well, so kind of complement that hip flexor stretch with a little strengthening on those glutes. So with that, all I'm going to do is come down on my back, hands out to my sides, and I'm just going to push through those heels. Remember, not through the toes, through the heels. We want to get through that posterior chain back there. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 1, 2, slowly down. Up, 1, 2, slowly down. Hit that about 10-12 times, and boom, you are done activating those glutes. You could also take a seated position, and remember, if you check us out on Your Daily Move on YouTube, you can see some of these exercises and how to properly execute them a little bit more than what I've showed you here. Seated, you can activate the glutes from another perspective by holding out to the sides of those knees and pushing those knees out into those hands. Make sure to keep that chest high, hold, 1, 2, relax, repeat. Try to go through that about 10 to 12 times as well. So there you go. There's a few things you can do after having sat in a car for a long period of time just to get yourself loosened up and getting ready for whatever else you have to take on that day, okay? So check us out at YouTube on Your Daily Move and continue moving.